Hey girls, welcome back to another vlog. So guys, we are still on day 3 of fasting, but I just ended a vlog. I wanted to start another one. Just because I'm already dressed, I already have on makeup, and I just, honestly girls, I like to start my vlogs off where I'm already looking really pretty and put together. And that's like a little, to all my content creator girls, that's just like a little pro tip. Like if you can start your vlogs off kind of, already looking pretty and stuff, that's how you hook them, girl. That's how you attract them, and then the content is gonna, it's gonna make them stay. I am getting ready to edit a vlog. I have a little bit more footage that I need to upload to the iPad. But girls, y'all look, I literally just found this picture. Does anybody remember this picture, girls? My sister and I, we went to a like a trap art class. Guys, that class was so fun. It was like well, it wasn't a class, it was like a trap art, basically paint and trap music and drinks. And y'all, it was so much fun. And I was always like, what happened to my picture? Well, anyway, I ended up finding it. And y'all, look at this. This is so cute. And so we were supposed to paint something else, but you guys know I am a left-handed creative girl. So my left hand kind of took over, and I just went from there. And I loved how this picture turned out, and I got so many compliments or whatever. So yeah, so we're gonna keep her here. Hopefully you guys will be listening to the audiobook that I told you about in the last vlog, The Obstacle is the Way. So I'm actually about to start I'm gonna start listening to that tonight. Oh, but let me say this before I end this little segment right here. Guys, I told y'all, like, I used to love reading. Like, when I tell you I was just a little nerd, guys, I just loved reading, and my mom knew that about me, and so she would just buy me books, and it was just like my favorite thing to do. And then at some point I got away from reading, then I got back into it. But one of the books that I read that literally changed my life, it was called I want to say The Art of Seduction, but just a second, let me make sure. This book is by Robert Greene. No, it was called The Laws of Human Nature. Guys, The Laws of Human Nature, it changed my life. And the reason why it changed my life is because it was a book that I read when I went through my breakup. I was so hurt after my breakup because I felt like I had built someone up. I helped them build their credit. I gave them so much knowledge. I helped them get a house. And none of these things that I did I didn't help them financially, but it's kind of like I gave them kind of like the brick by brick on what to do. It literally felt like I was the University of Rochelle. And so this guy, he wasn't really equipped to do anything. And so it's just like, imagine teaching someone everything that they need to get to the next level, and then when they get to the next level they really start to double down and mistreat you, and that's really what happened. And it was like I was just so hurt, and I knew at some point the relationship had to end. But I think the thing that hurt me was like, wow, like I taught you how to save, I taught you, I wrote letters for you to get this house, and I did so much for you, and although I understand it's supposed to end, you didn't have to hurt me like this, because it was more of a hurt and the betrayal that I faced at the end of the relationship. That's what was so hurtful. And to be very honest with you guys, I just didn't understand or even know why or how someone could do that. Like my brain, it was so much pain. My brain could not even conceive how someone could do that. And so what I had to do is read that book. And once I read the book, The Laws of Human Nature, it really helped me understand how people are the way that they are. And it was that very book that helped me really heal and get over my breakup. And so if there's anyone out there just going through something painful, a betrayal that you faced, it could be from a friend, an ex, maybe even, a company that you worked for that you really loved, and maybe at the end you felt betrayed. I would encourage that you read that book. And that way, your brain and your mind starts to open up, and you start to understand how people do the hurtful things that they do. But anyway, girls, I don't want to talk too much longer because I have to get this vlog ready for you guys for tomorrow. But if I finish editing at a decent time, I'll give you guys a call back and then we'll just go from there. Hey girls. Okay, y'all. So here's the deal. I'm tired. Last night I stayed up. I edited the vlog. I put the vlog out, and I think I went to bed maybe about 7 o'clock this morning. So I am exhausted. I'm tired. I need some sleep. Um, it's just been I didn't sleep well last night. So today is day 4 of the fast, if I didn't already say that. And it's a little bit of a rough day. I'm gonna be honest, it is. But I think what I need to do is just get, maybe just try to take like a little nap or whatever. And I think I'll feel better once I wake up from my nap, and we'll just hang out and stuff like that or whatever. But I just wanted to give you guys a call back. No matter what, I'm not even looking all glamorous and stuff, but it's okay. But anyway, let me kind of relax for a little bit and then I'll call you back. All right, girls, for lunch we are having Tuscan tortellini soup from Kroger. It's made by Panera Bread, but they sell it at Kroger. And then we're having some pita bread. I'm probably going to add just a little bit of bacon to the tortellini soup. And this is going to be our lunch. Just super quick and super simple. Hey girls, I hope y'all can see me okay. I'm just getting ready for the day. So I obviously did not put a vlog out today. Today is Thursday, so we'll have a vlog tomorrow. Honestly guys, I did not have enough footage. Day 4 of the fast was, no, wait a minute, today is Thursday. Girl, okay, today is, y'all, my brain is all over the place. So let me see. I put a vlog out Wednesday. One was supposed to go out today. It did not go out today because, y'all, I didn't have enough footage for yesterday. Yesterday was a tough day. I'll just be really honest. I was tired because, I had stayed up and edited the night before, and I really just didn't sleep that well, and it was just not, it wasn't a good day, but I got through it. I'm gonna be honest, girl. I was like, girl, I wanted to download that app so bad just because, like, I was feeling, restless and, just some other stuff or whatever. And so, but I made it through. And I ended up going to bed kind of early last night. So yeah, but today is a better day. Yesterday I was kind of feeling a little bit like guilty. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It was just like this guilt that I felt yesterday. And so but I'll honestly just say, like, I stayed up too late, messing with this video editing, and even after I was done editing, I didn't go to sleep right away. And so I think tonight I just need to get a earlier start on editing. And then too, today is a better day because I'm not going to be doing any of the energy drinks. Y'all, that little energy shot that I was telling y'all about that you put in your water, girl, that stuff is no joke. And it will have you woke for 24 hours. It has happened to me before. So it's called Pure Energy. And it really does work, and it doesn't take much. But if you already have trouble sleeping at night, like me, I am a night owl. I love staying up at night, but it's just not very productive to do that, So now I'm just doing my hair. I'm sorry, girl, y'all, I can't think today. I'm doing my makeup, and I'm gonna just go downstairs because I have cabin fever, and I just need to get off the house, and I just wanted to look pretty today, after yesterday not being, the best day. I just was like, I just want to look pretty and put together or whatever. So that's what we're doing. I'm mixing foundations because one is a little bit more cool than I like, and then the other one is like a lot brighter than I like. So I was like, you know what, let me just mix them, and you know what, it's working. Of course, I got up and put on the easiest thing I could find, which is this cute little corset from Shein and this denim skirt from Shein. It's like super cute, super easy. So y'all let me know how y'all fast is going. Let me know if y'all are still in it. Oh, you know what else I wanted to tell you? I'm probably gonna go ahead and extend my fast out because I don't feel like I've gotten everything that I needed out of this. I've gotten some clarity. Y'all, my dreams have been so freaking vivid. It is just the weirdest thing. Like, my dreams have been so vivid. Last night I dreamed that I was helping some little boy out or whatever. He had literally lost everything, and so I actually took him in, and y'all, in the dream, I had this closet. When I tell you, it was just like a dynamic closet out of this world. It was a luxe closet. So I had also lost everything in the dream except my shoes. So I had this crazy shoe collection. So anyway, I was helping him, and I was folding up his clothes and stuff like that or whatever. And girl, Kai Cenat, y'all know who Kai Cenat is? He's like this really famous streamer or whatever. Girl, in the dream, he came and he walked in the room or whatever, and I was in the closet. So when I walked out of the closet, he kind of looked in there and he was like, y'all lost everything? And I was like, well, yeah, I did. I lost everything. He lost everything. I was like, I lost everything except for my shoes. Girl, why did Kai Cenat pull out, y'all, it had to be a wad of money like this thick or even thicker, and he just handed it to me or whatever. And so I don't know why I keep having these dreams about like these celebrities and all of these people giving me like these big lump sums of money. And so anyway, after that, I got the little boy's closet together. And after that scene, girl, I was at some kind of water park or something. And the water park had like levels, and you jump from level to level to level to level, right? And so I had jumped to all of the levels before I got in the water. And then once I was getting on once I jumped on the last level to get in the water, I had confessed, like, you know what, y'all, I can't swim. I don't know how to swim. Y'all, all of these celebrities, girl, y'all know The Rock. Girl, he was in the dream, and literally he started blowing up like a float or something to hand to me. It was just the weirdest thing. So then I took the float, and once I took the float, I put it on, and then I jumped in the water, and then everybody everybody started clapping and stuff or whatever, and then I woke up. And so it's like, it was like a dream of like all of these celebrities and stuff coming together and like helping me, and it was just weird. So it was a good dream, but it was just like a weird dream, and I just keep having dreams like that. And I'm like, in every dream it's always some guy that comes along and literally just like, I guess in the sense of a word, saves me. And y'all know I'm not the type of girl or whatever to, you know, be out here looking for a man to save me. So I don't know why, you know, what those dreams are about, but I'm gonna look on ChatGPT and I'm gonna find out. But anyway, girls, all I have to do now is kind of fill my brows in a little bit, and that's it. And it's another little trick I like to do with my makeup. Where is my foundation stick thing? Hold on. So this is my Merit Beauty stick, and I used to put this directly under my eyes, but it's a good foundation stick, but it's not moisturizing enough. So y'all, what I do now, I just literally put it like further down here, like right here, and I put it on my nose and on my chin, and it just I don't even know how to explain it, but it just makes your makeup look so freaking gorgeous. So I'm just gonna blend this in, and that's it. And then do my chin and my nose. All right, girls, I'm back, y'all. Somebody got their little baby down here, girl. The baby telling, I'm scared. I'm like, oh my God. But anyway, yes, so it is a gorgeous day outside. I wanted to sit by the pool, but it's so freaking hot. Oh my God. When is this heat gonna let up? So we got that going on. I did do some journaling while I was upstairs, as well as a little bit down here. Do you guys have a dedicated book to your journaling? I do. This, my mom actually gave me this. And it's basically "Be Still and Know That I Am God" is basically the title of the journal. So I've been writing in this or whatever, and I think I'm gonna chill down here just for a little while, and then when I go back upstairs, try to figure out what I want to cook. Do y'all hear that? Y'all hear that baby? Like, girl, I don't know what's going on with that, but anyway, so I figured I would do that. I was supposed to hang out with my sister later on today, but I don't know. I have not heard from her. Oh, you know what I did want to tell y'all? So this morning when I woke up, I was listening to Leandria Johnson, and she talked about the song "Deliver Me." And it was, I know you guys, if you guys, I was going to say, I know y'all heard of the song, but if you have not heard of the song, it's basically saying, "Deliver me," because basically, she keeps hurting herself. All I do is hurt me or whatever. And y'all, that is such a good song that I'm going to say this. Listen, and this is not judging, but just listen to Mama Rock, okay? That song, to me, is for the girls that you see yourself making the same mistakes over and over and over again in relationships, okay? Over and over again. And no matter what you do, the outcome is almost always the same. And not necessarily because of the person you're choosing, but because of the actions you're choosing, right? And so I think that song is so good for somebody that wants to go on a different path and you want to make different choices. And I think that song allows you to see the road even before you get there. And it is definitely, I can't say that I've made the same mistakes over and over and over again, but at one point, I could see maybe like some of the dating choices I was making. I saw that I was making a certain dating choice, and I kind of saw the direction this thing was about to go. And I don't know, it had to be God or fate or whatever. I just happened to be on YouTube one day, and that song came on, and I listened to that song over and over and over again. And I just, I was able to turn that thing around. And when I mean turn it around, I chose not to go down that path, and I chose not to date that person, because it's like I could literally see where things were going. And that song just really helped me turn it around. Sometimes in these relationships, it's not necessarily always the person that we're choosing, but it's the choices or the actions that we are taking. And I'm not necessarily saying like you're a toxic person and you just go off on everyone and you're combative and argumentative. Sometimes it could be the opposite. Like for me, I'm none of those things, and that's a problem. Sometimes people, they'll think like, oh my God, you're so peaceful, you're so easy to get along with. But I think sometimes not being combative and not being confrontational could absolutely be just as toxic, because for me, what I tend to do is shut down, and I use my silence as a form, in the sense of violence. You know what I'm saying? Like silence can be a weapon. You can be, it is still a red flag for someone who shuts down and they don't talk because they know the power of silence. That's just as much of a problem, and that's something that I've done in my relationships, and I've done it because I knew in the end I would be victorious. And then the problem with me shutting down and being quiet like that, like I'm like a stone. Like I will stay still and I will stay quiet for as long as it takes, and I won't let up. I won't let up until I see things my way. And not that that's not a good quality. I think the only way, sometimes it is. Let me rephrase. Sometimes it is, but the way that I see that it's a good quality is when you are, waiting for an answer, like you waiting on God or something like that, is when you get quiet and, you're like a steel. You know what I'm saying? You're not a steel, but you're like a stone. You're just still and you're quiet, and but to always use that as a weapon, it's like you're weaponizing your silence. That's just as bad as arguing and fussing and fighting. And, I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Silence, when you give someone the silence treatment, the psychological impact is almost, it's like they're being physically hit. It's the same thing. Look it up. I ain't making this up. I'm a smart cookie, but I'm not smart enough to make that up or whatever. So yeah. But guys, listen to that song again. Leandria Johnson, Deliver Me. And thank me later. Thank me later, girl. But anyway, guys, I think I might try to go outside, maybe just for a split second, just to get some sun or whatever. Y'all look at me. I'm a little pale. I'm a little pale, so maybe I'll go out for a second just to get a little bit of sun. And then when I see you guys back upstairs, maybe we'll try to figure out something to cook because I really haven't eaten anything today. So, yeah, let me figure something out and then I'll give you guys a call back. All right, girls, I'm back finally. Y'all, I had the worst headache, so I needed to take this wig off, take the stocking cap off. Oh my God, I was going through it, girl. So anyway, y'all, I actually found a deli close to here. I had been telling you girls like it's not a walkable neighborhood, and that's another thing that I was thinking about. Like when we move the Bombshell headquarters, guys, I'm gonna more than likely move to a walkable area, and that's not to say that we're gonna be in this situation again. Like I've never been in a situation like this where I didn't have transportation. I've never. The last time I was in this situation, I couldn't drive. You know what I mean? Like y'all, literally, the day that I got my driver's license, I bought a car. Literally. And so anyway, this is not to say that this will be in this situation again, but you just never know. Plus, I just think it's kind of nice to live in a walkable neighborhood. But anyway, I was on Google and I don't even know how I ended up finding this place. I think I was trying to see where something else was by the house, but it is a deli. But what's even more like kind of awesome about this, it's a deli within like a business complex, if that makes any sense. And so I figured one day, maybe next week, we'll go over there and just check it out. It looks so gorgeous. I looked online, but it looks so gorgeous online. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe we'll go check that out. So yeah, but yeah, girl, that headache was eating me up and I just needed to relax for a minute. Another thing that I was over here doing was looking at Taj. I really, really, really enjoy her vlogs. Taj is a dental hygienist. She's a business owner. She's an influencer. She's a content creator. She's a YouTuber. She does all the things and all, but more importantly, she is a young lady or a young woman of faith. And I really, really enjoy her content. And so today I put it on and it's just crazy. Like she was talking about, being obedient and stuff like that. And she even shared an app and it's called the Bible Project. And the Bible Project kind of just walks you through the Bible and kind of gives you a story of that particular book of the Bible, which I really, really needed because I was thinking like I would love to have like a guided Bible. Because I am still trying to learn for myself. And so every time I'm looking for something, I either have to go to the index or the book of contents and look things up or whatever. And so, or the contents and look it up or whatever. But it'll be nice to have that app. So I did download that. But yeah, girl, I told y'all we was gonna make something to eat, but girl, I ended up making something quick to try to help that headache. So I made something not so healthy, but it's okay. I made a corn dog. Anybody who's been watching me for a while, girl, y'all, I love corn dogs. I think that's like my guilty, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe my guilty pleasure, like I don't eat a whole lot of cookies and stuff like that, but baby, one thing about me, I am going to have some corn dogs on my grocery list, okay? So I had some corn dogs and a few fries or whatever, so I feel so much better or whatever, girl. So yeah, hold on, the phone was ringing. Let me go get the phone. All right, girls, I'm back. Okay, so that was my friend, y'all. My friend was diagnosed with stage 1 cancer, but glory be to God, she beat it, and basically she had surgery this week. Well, I'll say that they caught it in enough time. So no, sorry. Okay, let me back up. I'm getting a little bit. So she was diagnosed with stage 1 breast cancer. Oh, wait a minute. This is her. Let me call y'all right back. All right, girls, I am back. So, guys, that was my friend I was telling y'all about. She basically underwent the surgery. They removed the lymph node from under her arm, and she is doing extremely well. She is back to work, and she's going to start her radiation on, I think she said September the 15th, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, so that was good news to hear from her. And then we were just talking about just, you know, going through different changes in life. And I was telling her, like, you know, her situation, it's a blessing that she came out of it. And, you know, health is wealth. And it's like you look at your own personal situation and you realize, like, it's 1,000 people or more, it's millions of people who would be willing to switch places with you, you know. And so you know, we just have to be grateful for where we are, even if it's not the season we want to be in, because it could be so much worse. Health is wealth. I think, like, if you have your health and you have your freedom, you can work anything else out, of course. Well, with God, of course, you can work anything else out. So yeah, I talked to her, and then, girl, I'm thinking about extending the fast out or whatever, because I feel like I have gotten clarity, but I feel like I could go a little bit more. Plus, I don't necessarily want to go back to having, you know, TikTok and stuff on my phone. I don't necessarily want to go back to that. You know, I think sometimes with these apps, you know, we use these apps to fill a void or to help us avoid things that we need to be taking on head first or whatever. And it's just like you spend so much time scrolling, and, you know, it's like, shit, you look up and you done been scrolling for a year, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm just like, I don't want to go back to that or whatever. I really want to build some type of a regimen. So that's what I'm working on. And maybe just through this fast and extending it out, I will be able to kind of, you know, come up with some type of regimen or something, because baby, I can't do it. And I think I ultimately, now that I haven't been on TikTok, I just think that I'm over it. And then too, like, you spend so much time watching other people and watching what they are doing in their lives or whatever, and you still trying to figure out the direction you want to go in your own, you know? So yeah, but y'all, I actually did watch a video on YouTube. So I've started tuning back into YouTube a little bit more frequently. And girl, I watched a video of it was a true crime video of a guy who was with this girl, and y'all, the lady that he was with was a transgender, and she came to his house, I guess, to confront him. I don't even think she knew he was married or anything. He was just stringing her along. Girl, why did he kill that lady? So he was like, told the cops that she was trying to abruptly get in the house and all of this kind of stuff. And girl, his wife testified and said that was not true. She knocked on the door. She did not try to enter the residence. She was calm or whatever. She just wanted answers. And then, of course, the husband just went crazy from there or whatever. So he was trying to hide the relationship, girl, and kill the transgender lady. And she was running off. Of course, he went to prison. And so it's like, I'm back to kind of watching true crime. But girl, I'm gonna tell you this, I cannot watch true crime late at night. Like at night, if I watch TV, I have to have like something funny on, or it's like some type of comedy or whatever, or a vlog. I've been really enjoying the vlogs lately, girls. I really have. And I've gotten so inspired. Wait a minute, girl. You know what? I'm sitting up here telling y'all all of that. Girl, I got 30 things of tea for y'all, girl. So I found a new lady today. Wait a minute. Where my phone at? Hold on. This lady is 55 years old, and she became an influencer at 55. And I try to tell people, like, you know what? You're not too old and it's not too late. I seen a guy, a UPS driver, girl, when I tell you he was fine, a silver fox, as they call him. That was a good looking man. And I was like, y'all, his body, everything, he was so attractive. And so, you know, I was just kind of making small talk. And he was saying like how hard it is to be a UPS worker. And I was like, listen, I was like, if UPS don't work out, you could always be a model. He was like, no, I think I missed my calling. I'm too old. I'm like, no, you're not. I think like people think that they're too old when they've not tapped into social media. Like if you're not on social media, now that is one thing TikTok was good for, but let me get back on track. If you're not tapped into social media, you will drink the Kool-Aid and think that you're too old for certain things. But there is an audience and a community for every single thing. And when I tell you that man was good looking, his body, it was crazy because his body just looked so young. He was in tip top shape. Very good looking guy, head full of hair, very attractive. He looked like probably like maybe a Puerto Rican guy, or you know, like I would even go as far as saying he was probably from New York. Y'all know how them guys, them Puerto Rican guys from New York, they just have a certain look about them. He just had a look about them. But anyway, so I found this lady. Y'all be all over the place. I be getting excited, girl. But I found this lady on YouTube today, and her name is, I want to say it's Darlene. Hold on. Say Darlene Abian. And I found her today, and she made a video about how she became a beauty influencer at 55, and it was her unexpected journey, and now she's trying out for the Sephora squad. Let me tell you this, but when I tell you this lady is gorgeous, you girls need to go over and watch her video, because like she's just saying, like, you know, this was not the path that she intended. You know, this is a path obviously that God intended. But when I tell you this lady is beautiful, and it's just a testament of the fact that, like, I be trying to tell y'all, like, it's not too late. And I think I have to have these conversations and really just say it out loud, because sometimes I gotta tell myself that as well. You know, sometimes I even question myself, but it's just like, you know, I already have a platform. I think for me, it's just like trying to put together the pieces or the recipe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been doing this for a while, but I still don't really have the full recipe or the formula. I still don't know what videos are going to hit. I still don't know, you know, and it's just like, that's why you got to be on top of the output as opposed to the input. All you can do is put the content out there, and, you know, whatever happens, happens. But yeah, so it doesn't matter how old you are. I hate when I see girls that's like in their 30s and they be like, I'm too old. I can't stand it. I cannot stand it, because I'm like, you are not too old. I think that if you still have your wherewithal, your desires, your dreams, or whatever it is, you can do whatever you want to do. And girl, even if your memory is not the sharpest, there are so many tools out here to help you. Like, I talked to y'all about the mobvoiticnote, which is like this. In fact, let me get it out, because someone asked me about this little gadget right here. I talked about this in one of my vlogs. And the reason why I'm bringing this up now, because even if you think you're too old and you can't remember stuff, there is technology that helps you do and remember everything you need to do or remember. In fact, girl, this thing can literally fit. It sticks to the back of your phone. And once you stick it to the back of your phone, it's literally like a little credit card. All you do is take it out of here. Girl, this pouch is hard. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. It's hard to take this thing out. But anyway, y'all, this thing is like a little credit card, and basically it records your entire conversation. Even down to, like, if you're on the phone with someone and you be like, okay, well, what I'll do is look over your resume, and then I'll schedule everything with you. Or I'll look over your resume and I'll send you an email and let you know what changes need to be made. It literally will tell you in summary what needs to be done. It types up everything. And so I'm not trying to sell this thing because I did a sponsorship on this already. What I'm trying to say is, even for the women out there that's like, I can't remember anything, that's still really not an excuse, because there's so much technology out there that will help you remember the things that you need to remember. Even if you don't feel like constantly typing stuff into your chat GPT, literally you can have something like this. Girl, it's literally, you push a button, you turn it on, and then you download the app and you literally have a conversation. That is it, and it captures everything. So don't let the fact that you feel like you're getting too old and your memory is not what it used to be an excuse to hold you back. You never know what God has in store for you. You know what I'm saying? And so I just wanted to put that out there. But girls, I know this vlog is not very long, but I just haven't had a whole lot of motion. It hasn't been any motion in the ocean, and that is pun intended, figuratively and literally speaking. I haven't had a whole lot going on. So for the girlies out there who want to join the fast, I'm extending my fast out. If you want to get on board, I think I'm gonna go, what I'll do, because I think my fast is over on Sunday, I think I'm going to extend my fast out until Wednesday, and then we'll see how I feel on Wednesday. And if I feel like I want to continue, you know, I will. You know, I'm just going to piecemeal everything together. So guys, you're more than welcome to join the fast. And before we close the vlog out, I just want to say I am so proud of the girls who did join. Like, that means a lot to me. Not only does it make me feel supportive in this journey, it just lets me know, like, there are other people that really want clarity and change and, you know, all of the good things. So anyway, girls, I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog out, guys. I am sorry that I did not give you guys a vlog Thursday, but that's okay. We'll go on from there. But anyway, guys, I love to talk. And I'm gonna stop right here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.